Hi, my name is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today I'm answering a Dear Ruth Theresa question. So let me start with my introduction. My name is Ruth Theresa. I have my own psychic business called One Inspiring Woman. I'm an intuitive psychic medium here in the Sugar Land area that's just outside of Houston. I see clients for many different reasons. Sometimes it's to gift them a message from loved ones who have passed, or getting messages from their angels and guides. For relationships or current business issues. And sometimes it's just to help people kind of decide what to do with their career or their business options out there. So if you enjoy my content, please make sure you subscribe, like, and share my page with other people. And make sure if you have any comments, make sure you post below. I'd love to hear them. So let's get down to the Dear Ruth Theresa question. So the question is, Dear Ruth Theresa, it's hard to meditate because of my tinnitus. What can I do? Well, I will tell you, tinnitus comes in, and tinnitus really is like just ringing in the ears that you can't really get rid of. And it usually means that there's a balance of energy that you're not dealing with or not understanding. One of the things is when this happens, it's important to kind of be in action and trying several different things. A lot of times I will put a salt stone on the outside of my ear, and that's to help remove any excess energy that's there. I know it sounds kind of odd, but it does help. You can also do ear candling. It's a special candle with a center out of it, and you put it in your ear and light it, and it will draw up through the smoke any pollutants that are in your ear, because a lot of times we don't just have like wax in there, sometimes we'll have dirt and dust in there as well, and that just kind of pulls it out, and it's kind of interesting. Make sure you do it with a friend. It's kind of fun to do it for each other and kind of see what comes out and who has the worst gick in their ear. But one of the things is too is a lot of times it's just a balance of energy. So tinnitus comes in, and you only see it with people that have a clairaudient gift. So clairaudient is clear, meaning clair, and audient meaning hearing. So they're not clear hearing, and so therefore the buzzing or ringing sound stays in their ear for long periods of time. So it's kind of being in action, and the best thing you can do is to be in a meditation. That will kind of clear things out a lot easier for you. But it can make it a little distracting to get calm enough to do a meditation. I understand, because I've had it a couple of times in my life, and it can make it a little distracting. So what I would say is, if you're at that point like, okay, now I'm going to try meditation, turn up the music even louder. And usually something that has like a really good beat to it, almost like a heartbeat sound to it, and everything else, kind of putting that really loud near you, so you can kind of get into the rhythm of it and hear it over the tinnitus. But sometimes tinnitus comes in and it's telling you where the energy is out of balance. Sometimes if you're in one part of your house or land, it will be worse in some areas and better in others. And so sometimes just having your energy cleared in that space can also do well for that. If the previous owners didn't really communicate well with each other, or really didn't listen to each other, you can get stuck with that energy, and so the ringing, buzzing comes in to kind of bring balance back into that, so you can have your house cleansed as well. Sometimes that will really help and get rid of it. The other thing I would say is really kind of fun to do is to hum. When we hum, it vibrates all of our energy out from our throat kind of everywhere. So it's going to vibrate your head, your chest, all the way down, and it can kind of loosen up things or kind of get things back into balance. One of the things that I really love to hum, and I know a lot of people are going to have issues with this one, is the words, I am God. And I'm not saying I'm God, I'm saying I'm calling him his name. His name is God, and his name is also I am. So it's one of those, you're just kind of adding that to it. But when you do, it has like a really unique sound to it, and it vibrates everything, and that can heal a lot of things, but it can also heal tinnitus as well, bringing that back into balance. So let me get a couple of angel cards and see what else our angels and guides have to tell us about all of this. This one's popping up for us. Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is really great about being able to cleanse or clear energy. That can be something that can come in for a lot of people. Archangel Michael is great to call on, to keep your energy protected. Like I said, sometimes it can be outward sounds that are really harsh that you've been hearing. Sometimes even all the way from childhood, and having him help you clear that out can do as well, or having a cleansing or an energy cleanse from a psychic can do as well. So my next card is self-acceptance, and I get this part of self-acceptance is coming in because you're not accepting your clairaudient gift. When we have a clairaudient gift, we can communicate possibly with our angels, possibly with our guardian angel, or even archangels, or even creator's energy itself. So it's one of those, if we're not opening up to that can kind of bring that out. But a lot of times people don't, because they've been told by religion or someone else, like, oh, it's not good to do this, or it's not the right way to be done. And so sometimes it's kind of like we're not accepting ourselves and all of our gifts and ability that come with that. Our next one is music. Music comes in for most people in a very positive way. Like I said, putting on music that has a really good beat drum in it is a really positive. Bringing that energy forward and listening to music can kind of help clear and balance all of that. Make sure the energy of the music that you're playing is very high resonation. It has a high vibration to it. It can be more positive. If you're always listening to music that has like songs that are kind of putting someone down or hurting someone's energy, that can kind of bring in more things that will cause the tinnitus to get louder instead of calming it down. So when you're listening to music that has an upward beat to it, or a vibration that's really encompassing to people, like Zen music, or I think they call it spa music, that can be something that kind of uplifts everybody. And that's something that everybody can help with, but the more you do it, the easier it is. And I know with tinnitus, it gets really, really hard to meditate, but it's more importantly, it's kind of like that's what you really need to break through and do. When you meditate, you get such great messages from your angels and guides. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.